A professional writer does not spend 5 years on a script. A professional writer has 20 scripts in their desk or on their laptop, and they're not precious about any of them. They might be more passionate about some of them, but they're not precious. And that's a professional writer. Is that a fair statement to say?
Oh, I think that's 100% accurate. I mean, as far as gigs go, I have a 9-week turnaround time. I can do it, and I've done it in 6. But I don't take 3 years to write a script.
But you do know those screenwriters who've been on that screenplay for and every time you run into them, I'm like, how's that script going? Almost there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so close. I'm almost there. Have you been working on anything else? No, man, just focusing all my energy on
this one script. Yeah, and in the meantime, I've sold 2 scripts and I've got one produced, and so my career is going where it needs to go, and they're just stuck, and then I just want to shake them. But, that's where they're at. The other thing is our job is to make a product that the producer, the director really wants to see come to fruition. If that means they need their voice in there somehow, or they need things changed in a particular way, we're not here to fight and argue and attack. We're here to yes, all right, give me whatever notes you have. I love notes. I want this thing to be the best possible it can for you, and then you make that happen. And so, that's always been my attitude, and it's producers like to work with me, so I'm assuming it's the right attitude.
Another mistake that I've seen a lot of is, and I did it back in the day because I'm a director first and foremost, but I would write in my screenplays camera direction, dolly in, crane up, things like that, or you start creating the visuals of the film so detailed. That's also a sign of unless you're directing it yourself and you're financing it yourself, it's difficult. I mean, maybe if you're a writer-director, you might be able to get away with that. But if you're not the writer-director and it's a work for hire, or if it's a product that you're trying to get sold, a director reads it and it's like, oh, I don't need anyone telling me how to shoot this.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. We are the screenwriters. Our jobs are to create the story, but we're not the costume designer. We're not the set designer. We're not the director. We're not the cinematographer. There's subtle kind of cool ways that you can make that happen suggestively, but you don't have to be married to it. And the other issue with camera directions is, one thing I hear back is, I'll hear, well, I really love your voice as a writer. Well, if you're lost in camera directions, the reader, the director, producer, they can't hear your voice as a writer because it's hidden behind those camera directions. And that actually cuts into your creativity as well.